Hello everyone, today we're going to be covering a She-Hulk Moon Zoo deck, and the reason we're covering this is in the last couple of major tournaments, this deck or a very similar deck to this was navigated incredibly well by a user named Jeeeet, and then this week we actually saw a few kind of offsprings and all of them did really well. But last week in the Snap Battle Arenas tournament, this one was able to take second place, but instead of Echo it had Quinjet. And then this weekend in the Snap.Fan Open tournament, this one was able to take first place with a perfect 11-0 record. They didn't drop a single game all the way throughout, or a single match all the way throughout the entire tournament, which is phenomenal. Now, there are several ways to build this deck. This one leans very heavily on a lot of tech options, being able to stop those triggers that your opponent wants to do. Now, you could also do something a little bit different. So this one has the Echo. You could of course take out Echo for Quinjet. That's going to give you additional reach whenever you do use your Moon Girl. If you don't want to do that, you could go with more of a Leech version. A Leech version is going to drop the Jeff. If you don't have Jeff, it's going to drop the Jeff. It's going to have pretty much everything else, but it adds back in the Infinite for that additional consistency driver, so you'll always have a major play on the last couple of turns. And you can use Leech as a way to protect your Limbo location, because unless they top deck a locational change card, Leech is going to make sure that it's protected on 6 into 7. And then if you don't want to go that route, we have more of a just raw stats version, and that one does run the Nebula. So it doesn't run Jeff, but it does run Nebula. So if you don't have Jeff, but you have Nebula, if you don't have Nebula, but you have Jeff, there's several options here. That one is going to be more of a just powerhouse stat stick, and it's all of these are very viable depending on what you're seeing in the meta. But as far as today's list goes, it uses and leverages the Cosmo, the armor, to protect your 1-cost card so that you can get just early game advantage. The Cyclops does absolutely phenomenal over the course of the game in this deck as you either double down or just kind of float into your last couple of turns. And then, of course, the explosive She-Hulk and Hulk. If you can double down on the She-Hulk, beautiful. Sometimes you're just going to double down on your regular Hulk and play it on both 6 and on 7 for some incredible reach on both of those turns. And we're going to go ahead and jump straight into a gold conquest. Thank you guys as always for being here. I hope you guys enjoy. So now we have the Echo, the armor. We can save Echo as maybe a surprise drop against a Null, which I think is going to be really big. We don't have to worry so much about Killmonger in this version because they do have the Electro. I assume they have the Galactus and some of those cards. So I think we're safe in that. The Space Throne comes down. I'm going to do armor in the right lane. Because if they do a Nimrod, they're going to have to do the Nimrod into the right lane because they won't be able to do it before Kiln locks down. And so we're going to lock Nimrod in place before he even starts. That is my read, and we're sticking to it. Wolverine comes down. If they destroy it, that is... Dark Dimension. It is so unfortunate. Let's do Cyclops. And just wreak havoc on this Kiln location. As long as we can beat like a 7 power in the Space Throne, then I think we're really good here. I think we're really good here. This becomes really awkward for them really fast. We could do high Evo, but let's just do... Actually... Let's just do Jeff, and we're going to do Echo into the right lane. I don't think they're going to do a Null over there, but in case they do. Oh, wow, we would have accidentally taken away their Electros ongoing. They have the extra energy. If they Galactus into Space Throne, that's fine. They could Spider-Man. Do they run Spider-Man anymore? Is that a thing that they run now? You know, honestly, I'm not sure. So they don't go over 9 in Space Throne, right? So I think we should be okay to do something like this. Oh, they could do Destroyer there, right? And Destroyer would take away Wolverine, potentially bounce him over here. We'll do Hulk. Hulk is going to hedge our bets. We won't negatively afflict in the left lane, but that's fine. And we do get the 2-cube retreat. We're finding our groove again. I took a couple of days off. We were just grinding the ladder for missions. Finding our groove. We're getting it back. So Mojo World comes down. Not their strong suit as a destroy deck, especially as a destroy deck with Electro. So I think we maybe play a couple of cards there early. So the Misty Knight, the Sunspot, That way they can't get a cheeky like Galactus down there. As long as we have a decent lead, then they're not going to be able to do Galactus. Necrotia, I don't know that they're the version that runs like Hobgoblin or Green Goblin. It doesn't seem like they are. And so Cosmo can stop them from... Ooh, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. They're gonna be toast. Now they could do a Nimrod here and then a Destroyer here, because it'll be armored. It's fine. We'll Cosmo into Necrotia. It's all good. We want to try to stop them from being able to do those big plays. And so if we can maybe persuade them to do their Nimrod here, then we have the armor to combat against it. So I think we actually just soak this turn. It seems weird, but I don't want them to know we have armor before the Nimrod play. I want to wait until they're locked into Nimrod before we let them know we do have armor in hand. Is that Shuri? No, it's Venom. Ooh, interesting. So they can do multiple cards now, but there was no Wolverine there, so they just consolidated a lot of their cards. Had we played the armor, it would have been locked in. Interesting. Okay. All right, we'll do this. As long as they can't get cards across, then this is fine. We'll do this and then Hulk in the left lane to make sure we're capped out there. I am fairly certain they don't have a Killmonger. Probably not a Shang-Chi looking at the Nimrod. Usually Nimrod is in place of those tools that you can use for protect. Ooh, the Destroyer into Necrotia on because the Electro. Ooh, that is a little scary. But I think we win this one by 100, so it doesn't matter, right? It just... Fine. They have a Jeff? Oh, no. Do they have a Jeff? I already locked it in. No, they don't. Thank God. I got so scared about the Jeff for a split second. Okay, Wakanda is beautiful, and we have the armor, and we have the Cosmo. Let's put the pressure on. We're going to continue to try to bully them where we can, because we want to push our advantages. Now, they are playing it a little bit slower. They're not letting these go all the way out because we do have those counters in place. And this game has not been a like throw down Moon Girl into She-Hulk. This matchup has very much been counterplaying what the opponent can do. We do Jeffrey. Next turn, we can do maybe Cosmo. And then we can do Moon Girl to double down on the armors. I think armor is going to be more important than Cosmo, honestly. Ooh, the Wolverine makes sure that we can't double down on him. That's kind of unfortunate. Gamma Lab is interesting. I almost want to go like full-fledged all in. Let's do this. Next turn, next turn we can still do the Moon Girl. That'll copy the She-Hulks, the double armor, the double Cosmo. That's beautiful. Just about everything that I could ever imagine I would want here. Moon Girl, and then we'll go armor on 5, and they're gonna be dead in the water. It won't matter. Destroyer, Nimrod, Venom, Electro. They're gonna be stuck. And that is exactly what we're looking for. Ooh, okay. Well, I got excited about the Phoenix Force for a second, but they haven't destroyed anything. So, actually, this doesn't give us a huge last turn, right? Nah, I don't care. We're gonna do double armor. We're gonna lock it in. We have a good lead in Gamma Lab, and so then I guess all we do is focus on the left lane from there. The wave is unfortunate. The Carnage is actually no. This is fine. 9 power here brings us up to 12, right? And then the Jeff move over. We have the lead in all 3 lanes. They can only do 1 card. So we'll put the pressure on every single round that we have those counter cards. So the armor and the Cosmo. We'll put the pressure on as much as humanly possible. The Sunspot early is good. The They don't have an early game deck, right? Wolverine, Carnage, Electro. Oh. Wow. Okay, then. Now I'm second guessing my snap because that was like an immediate snapback, right? Like instantaneous. I don't think my finger had even left the trigger yet. We absorb here. Or we don't. Always just armor. Armor and see where the opponent plays. We can Cyclops that lane afterwards. Okay, so the Carnage comes down. Interesting that they snapped back here. Because our early game cards that we've seen so far is Carnage and Wolverine. And then Electro, Venom, and Wave. I guess they could Wave here into something big, right? Maybe? Maybe that's their line, is they're going to Wave into something else. Ooh. Spicy. Wave into a Destroyer is nasty. Right? That's what they do? Oh, no, they can't use Destroyer. So Wave into Death is going to be dominant. Death here, that pretty much puts us in a major disadvantage. We have to Magic here. There is no world where we win on this turn, as long as they have Death in hand. Because they play Death, Nimrod, something big into Clintar. Let's see. The Galactus. Ah, okay, I see why. I see why you snapped into it. You were able to do the Wave into Galactus. That makes sense. How do we win from here, though? I don't know that we do. But we're already all the way in. I'm going to skip so we can play She-Hulk for 1. And then something on the last turn. I don't think we win this one, though. Okay, Nimrod. A Venom is always an option. We don't have initiative, so our Cosmo is not actually going to do anything for us, but we're just going to slam points down where we can. I think they made a massive comeback here, yeah. Yep, the Death in Wolverine. It's big. It stings a little bit. I forgot all about the Galactus because we haven't seen it this entire match. So I forgot all about the Wave into Galactus. Okay, the Forge. Let's go Sunspot to start. We'll do Misty Knight next. Maybe look to do a Cosmo somewhere. Just really depends on what they play. Okay, that makes our Cosmo decision of where to potentially play it much, much easier. I'm going to do Misty Knight. We're going to try to get at least 7 in this right lane. Oh my gosh. That is something. Do we go all in here? I almost want to go all in. What are they gonna do in the right lane? Nothing major. They can't do Galactus. I mean, they could do Galactus over here, right? And we just Cosmo now, get it out of the way. We're not gonna leave anything to chance here. I don't think they have Shang-Chi. They do have Venom, though. Not that it's gonna do an incredible amount for them. We do have the She-Hulk now, so we can Magic and see. We do need to absorb enough with our Sunspot, though. Okay, they played over there. I was going to say we need to absorb enough to make sure that Galactus would not actually destroy us. Ooh, that Phoenix Force is nice. Tingus was able to use that Phoenix Force to revive that big monster. Okay, it's respectable. Respectable. Moon Girl? Moon Girl. Ooh, they could still do it, right? What if they Galactus over there? As long as we skipped and soaked and had over 7 by the end of the game, we'd be fine. All right, let's do Moon Girl. That's going to give us... No, it's not going to give us 2 She-Hulks to lean in on. We would have been better to just skip here. Into a She-Hulk, Sentinel, something else on the last turn. Or on 6, and then Hulk on 7. That's unfortunate. Okay, Wolverine, Electro. But Electro didn't give them the extra energy because they used it in the Cosmo lane. I feel like we have to float here. I know that I messed up with the Hulk play. but I still feel like we have to float just in case they move monster and they get really cheeky with like a Galactus play over there. We want to be over 7 by the time the turn is done. I messed up with the Hulk play. I'm so disappointed in myself. We can now have a Hulk this turn and a Hulk next turn. Okay, the one card over there, is that Galactus? Please let that be Galactus. No, Destroyer. Okay. Wow, actually, that's wild, right? That wipes out a lot of their board. And we have an extra turn. It is wild. They have a potential null now? Potential null death? I'm not seeing it, you guys. So we need an extra 4 here. We need an extra 5 to win the lane. And so we could do at most this. The Hulk, the She-Hulk in the left, and then the Sentinel in mid. Their null is going to be nasty. But then they only have null +1. I think we're fine. Let's lock this in. See what they do. Null in mid. I guess they could destroy the Wolverine, but that's not going to do them much good at all. Yep, that's a big null. It's an awfully big null you have. But we are going to hold it down. The first location is Crimson Cosmos. So we can no longer do magic over there, which is one of the few downsides of her being so much cheaper. Wakanda's incredible. I wish we would have played our Sunspot there, in all honesty. We do have Cosmo to try to protect it. Maybe we draw armor as well. Okay, so they have the Zabu. Echo could come in pretty handy here in this matchup. Potentially. We get Shuri, which is kind of cool. I don't know if we ever end up like actually using it, but it's cool nonetheless. Let's do Cyclops. Right now, the flavor of the week with Zabu is the Hawk and Legion package. They got this from the hub, right? They had to. Okay. Is the Hawk and Legion package. Using the Typhoid Mary is kind of crazy, though. Unless they thought we were going like a flood lockdown. I don't know. All right, we're going to do Cosmo. Cyclops is going to negatively afflict. They do have Jeff. Okay. Zabu, Jeff. This is more of a Sarah Tech or Sarah counter, right? We may be okay against. I don't feel comfortable with the magic because they could very well have the Scarlet Witch. We just skip here. We won't be able to do Hulk and She-Hulk, but we will be able to absorb with the Sunspot, which they may actually have a Killmonger. If this is a true Sarah Tech, they could have the Killmonger. Okay, move to the Crimson Cosmos. Polaris has nothing to grip onto. And then the Nightcrawler. Well, this may be just like a control heavy build, but has Zabu. Zabu is what I'm not able to really wrap my head around right now. We don't have initiative, or else armor would come in very handy. I mean, this is not fantastic. But I am curious what their end game is. And they haven't snapped, so we're going to let this one roll. Okay, the Miles goes up to 23. I don't know if we beat that, though. And then the Enchantress comes down. Okay, so this is more of a control-heavy version. The Zabu does give me a little bit of pause, is the only thing here. Had we thrown Misty Knight over there, it would have came down to a point differential. We would have won that one. But we know a lot about the opponent's deck. I think that's worth the 2 cubes. If it was 4, definitely not worth gambling and seeing it. But as is, I think it's fine. With them having the Nightcrawler, I don't think they're going to have... ooh, wow. That is so unfortunate. Do you have any ongoings? I don't know. I don't know if they do or not. That's so unfortunate that we're going to snap into it. A lot of their deck looks to like move cards around, lock opponents out. Spider-Man and Professor X. If this is the kind of meta breaker version that I ran, they probably have those lock components. Eesh. We need to get something. They can't Professor X if we have Echo in play. Saying. Okay, Moon Girl is not going to do us any good. I think maybe Cyclops. Cyclops will give us value over time. I'm not sure if they're going to really do much for us. Like, they may continue to do the Kitty Pryde and try to make sure they don't get initiative so that they can do a Shang-Chi on the last turn. Cosmo could stop that. Bestest of boys, Cosmo. He's definitely showing his merit more than Lockjaw lately. Lockjaw still has had its moment in the sun with the High Evolutionary. But with Hulk not working the same, I don't think it's quite as strong now. With Thanos Lockjaw, I mean, it's decent, but it can be inconsistent. So I think Cosmo is definitely the bestest of boys. I'm going to do the Cosmo because I think they have Gamora, they Spider-Man, Black Bolt. We stopped the Black Bolt from coming down. They do grab initiative here, but we have the 20 power Hulk. Can they beat 20 extra power here? We're going to find out. I know they've bounced Kitty several times, but they won't be able to do the Stature. Okay, Stature and then Kitty Pryde gives them a lot of reach, but it is not 20 extra power of reach. We grab the 4 cubes early, and that is what we're looking to do. We're looking to get in, get out before they really know what happened. And we know a lot about the opponent's deck now. It looks like a hybrid between like a Stature list and the Kitty control deck that I used a couple of seasons ago. We lose our Cosmo, they lose their Enchantress. That doesn't positively impact us at all. Shuri's Lab helps them out an awful lot. So what we're going to do is we're going to do Jeff. They're going to get to double Kitty Pryde one time, and then we're going to magic it. We're going to get rid of it. We don't want that bane on our existence, but we are going to snap back because I don't know if they know we have magic yet. And so they're only going to get that one time to double down on Kitty. And then from there, we are going to just put the pressure on. So they do leave a card in place. The Stature early. Oh, no. That is unfortunate. Ooh, they get to double Kitty Pryde one more time. So it's going to go to 8 because they have the Stature. Oh, I forgot about Sokovia. Not 8. It's going to go to 10. Bless it. Oh, we messed up. I didn't think they'd have Stature on 2. That was a good call, dropping it that early. It was a beautiful call. I don't like it, but it was beautiful nonetheless. Sunspot, Misty Knight, Echo. Oy. Oy, oy, oy. Alright. We have to overcome a very big cat. The Nightcrawler can move over. They have the Miles Morales. So we're going to try and save our Jeff movement for whenever they move theirs, I guess. I don't know. Let's go Jeffrey. No, that's not Jeffrey. Let's go Cyclops into mid. We'll absorb with Sunspot. Cannot believe we got bamboozled so badly. I'm disappointed with myself. We'll feel it out, see if we have a chance to win. I don't know if we do, though. Okay, the Polaris moves our Jeff. Thank you, Polaris. Because now we have the buffed up Jeff and we can move him out later on. Ooh, She-Hulk comes down. So the full absorption from Sunspot. The Affliction, the buff from Misty Knight. You know what's kind of wild? They don't have Chavez in their list. I don't think. And they've had some insane, an insane streak of having Kitty Pryde early. Ooh, a Cosmo? They have Cosmo in their deck? Wild. Okay. They can still play more there. Their Kitty Pryde is 14. I don't know. We're going to do this and see. A 14 power Kitty Pryde is nothing to be messed with, though. Wait, they don't move anything. Hold on. A Shang-Chi sweeps this. Okay, in the right lane is big, but not in the left, because that is Kitty Pryde over there, right? The Kitty Pryde is not going to be big enough in the left lane, my friend. We will take the 6-cuber. You got the first laugh, but we got the last one. Imagine you're new to the channel and you have no idea about the puppy cam and the basket cam debate, and you just see a random zoom in of a blanket basket. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you stick around. It is not always that weird, but I am glad to have you here. We're going to go ahead and play, I guess, Misty Knight. District X makes this very strange opening game for the final one. And we have Din Man. Murder World comes down. We have the Echo, but we are giving away some information about our deck. And I'm not sure if, I don't know. They haven't played anything, so maybe they're just letting us do it. We have Null and Death, which are both kind of crazy. The last, nah, we can't do. Yeah, we'll do Magic into Murder World. We'll just go ahead and change it. I think we'll leave Bar with No Name alone, and we're just competing for the left 2. Ooh, they Magic as well. Interesting. I'm curious what they have in their deck. If they have any Destroy components, they're going to help us out greatly. I mean, let's go ahead and just make it. Let's make it a Legion Limbo game. We might as well. They gave us the tools. Might as well use them. I guess Nakia would have been the better play, but what we did was more fun. Do Ironheart. It's not looking good. Like we're getting absolute garbage. Sarah is big. Unfortunate for us. Wolverine. It's a full-on destroy package, but just no destroy mechanisms. We can't even play Null or Death. Oof. All right. Onslaught is wild here. Oh no. That is a double deep discount. We are going to run for the hills. We could double up on these guys. Bring them both up to 7, but that's only a 4 power last turn play, which is abysmal when they have a 2-point reduction in absolutely everything that they do. And all we saw from their deck was the magic. We don't want to lose here. We're going to play it strategic. We are going to play aggressive and play our odds, play our outs. But in a District X game, that was there was no out there besides going home and starting back over. The hub comes in and gives us Onslaught. Interesting. We do have Moon Girl in hand. Bast. Okay, so it could be a negative Surfer, which became popularized. I don't know if it was in this recording that I mentioned it, but that deck has been covered by like every content creator for Marvel Snap that exists at this point. We did it first. We have the Sunspot, the Misty Knight. With them having Bast, I don't think they're going to have a Killmonger. To be really, really weird. The first one did come from the hub, but the second one was truly theirs. And so, I mean, going into this turn, we have initiative going to the next turn. Do they try to Mr. Negative here? Maybe. We don't have Echo yet, but we could draw it. Echo is also going to give us a pretty good bump in this style, or against this style of deck, I imagine. Hitting the Zabu, hitting the Iron Man. It could also be Bounce, but the magic just, I don't feel like it is. I'm going to go ahead and do Echo into the hub. This could be magic, though. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to make it really hard for them to play for the left lane with any of their major players. And so I think we armor maybe into mid. We could do Jeff, but I think we wait. That's Mr. Negative over in the right lane. What is this in the left? Magic? Magic and then Mr. Negative? If so, no Rogue. And then Wong. Oh, it's almost worse. Oh, that Wong. You chose Wong, my friend. You chose very Wong indeed. Moon Girl? That's not a huge play. But then again, they're really restricted in the Wong lane. Silver Surfer is still in play here. So a Brood, actually. It'd be a little bit Brood of them. But I think it's easy enough for us to compete for these 2 lanes. Let's do Moon Girl in mid, just in case they don't have the Brood. But if they do, then we'll compete for the other 2. Ooh, Iron Man. Do they have an Iron Heart? It goes up by 2. That brings them to 8. By 4, it brings them to 10. We can beat them with a Jeff. A Jeff. And a Jeff? I think that's fine. If they stay here, they're wild. All right. So we have the 1 Jeff in mid. The Iron Heart, as long as it... I mean, if it hits both... Wait, no! I calculated wrong. Oh. We had so many ways we could have won that one. The second Jeff in the left lane. Two Jeffs in the mid could have forced a tie there. It would have came down to the point differential. Ironheart not hitting both in mid. Oh, and I calculated it wrong. I associate. It's the weekend. It's almost 4 a.m. Kind of tired. But that was just a misplay. Like, I can't blame it fully on anything, but that is oh, that's gonna eat away at me. Oh my, you guys don't even know. Oh, that was awful. All right, moving on. We're not out yet. Oh my gosh, it's one cube at a time for the next like 3 matches. Ugh. Do we extend the game? Do we let them do that? I think we let them do that. We have the Moon Girl for the She-Hulk. Oh, they don't use magic. Interesting. What is their big finisher here? I mean, three power broods aren't big. They don't have anything that could win this lane, right? They don't have anything for that right lane that would overcome the negative zone. We're gonna read it. We're gonna bring this one in. Ooh, the Ironheart in the left lane is fine. We're good. I don't even want to hold you guys hostage for 10 dang rounds, and that was because I misplayed that first one so badly. And that's what Mr. Negative can do to you. It just, when it's that high roll, like you can do some misplays. I shouldn't have. That was a terrible misplay, but it happened. I actually think we're very favored against Mr. Negative, knowing like all of the tricks up their sleeve, and being able to get some pretty big reach into like locations like Necrotia, having the Cosmo to block their Mr. Negative, to block their Brood, their Ironheart, their Silver Surfer. We just whiffed it, you guys. Whiffed it real good. Turn 3. I think we just do maybe Jeff. We just do Jeff here. We'll hold on to the Squirrel Girl for now. We'll see if maybe they... Oh no, they go ahead and do Brood. Okay. So their triggers for buffing that are not going to be in that left lane. So that's going to be... It's going to be good to know. I almost want a magic for them. Not Necrotia. I'm going to let them suffer that silence and pain. Or I'm going to let them suffer... I'm going to let them suffer that one alone. Actually, instead of magic, we're going to do Cosmo. We do have the initiative, so we're going to do Cosmo into the hub. We're going to block their Mr. Negative. We'll block their Wong again. You chose Wong once again, my friend. All right. So, Iron Man could end up going here. Could end up going here, I guess. I almost want to extend the game. I'm okay with Necrotia, though. We're going to do magic in the left lane. We're going to do Echo. Maybe that takes out their Iron Man. No, they dropped 2 cards. It can't be Iron Man. That's even worse. Oh my god. Oh, say goodbye to your mystique, my friend. Oof, that's a rough one. All right, so we're just gonna skip here. We'll do the She-Hulk and Hulk next turn. That is brutal. I don't feel bad about it, but it's brutal nonetheless. Necrotia is really tough for them without being able to like really trigger those like Wolfsbanes and inverted Iron Man, those types of cards. Okay, so Rogue does not have anything to steal. Bast, they can't change Necrotia, so they're just Brawling Dead over there, right? 2, 4, 6. As long as we have more than 6 over there, I don't think there's any way that they overcome this, right? An Ironheart, 2, 4, 6. Can't do it. We're just gonna do this. We're gonna save the one so Misty Knight can buff something up, but I don't see them overtaking this one. The Ironheart could hit wherever it wants. I can't believe we lost that 8 cuber right off the bat, man. Ah, gut wrenching. All right, we're now in double stakes. So now we're gonna start to make a little bit more meaningful impact to Din Man, if we can continue to win these matches. Let's go Misty Knight, do armor as well. We do have our Hulk, which is big, but we also need to start floating so Hulk can get bigger. Eternity range, we're fine if we're fine if we don't end up with a rock over there. I almost feel like we need to do Cosmo into Quantum Realm. I'm just gonna wait here one turn. If I'm them, I do negative in Quantum Realm, not in Eternity range. That's a hard call to make. I mean, maybe we don't. Maybe we wait. If they do their Wong, maybe we can block it later. Maybe we just don't. We just go She-Hulk for now. We go in the left lane. Yeah, we wouldn't have got it. We would have gotten it wrong. Quantum Realm after the Bast wouldn't make sense either. Okay, I mean, bot and Cosmo. Oh, this isn't looking great. Our hand is not developing how we would want. Oh, no magic for you. Good sir. Nothing major in that lane either. And so maybe it's not looking as bad as I thought. Like, how do they overcome 12? Inverted Iron Man could do it. That would take a very lucky pull. They're very limited in what they've pulled so far. We're gonna go to the left. Like we could try to do Echo, like an Echo and a Moon Girl to the left. I mean, it's a very specific read though. Oh no! Oh no! It's a regular Iron Man. Okay, that's fine. That's all good. Whew. Invert, we would have lost. Because then I guess they would have played something else. All right, that is 3 up, 3 down. Number 6. Let's go. We're hanging in there by a thread. So after turn 4, swap the location. So we're gonna play Sunspot into somewhere else. We'll do armor somewhere else. We have Echo to try to block their maybe Zabu. Would they do Zabu into Shuri's lab though? I don't know. We're gonna do Jeff and see. Okay, so nothing on turns 1 or 2, so no Bast, no Zabu. That's beautiful for us. Stark Tower. I mean, it's gonna shift locations. What if we did... I mean, mid is gonna shift locations, so I mean, we kind of want to stack there, and then once it shifts, we'll stack into the new Shuri's lab. So we're gonna do Echo. I know that that loses a little bit of its potency. That's fine. I don't know that we need it. Okay, so magic comes down in Shuri's lab. So we got everything out of that location that we could have before it got yanked away. So I guess we're all right with that. So we're getting in their head here. We're in their head. They're gonna think, where is he not gonna block my Mr. Negative? And then bam, we block it in mid, right? That's how I see it going down. No, they played it in the left lane. Oh, that's Brood. Okay. No Mr. Negative. Interesting. Okay, so mid becomes a lot harder for them to win. The right lane, if they get the right combo of like Wong, Mystique, those sorts of cards, becomes easier for them to win. Let's go to Moon Girl. Next turn, Hulk. Last turn, Hulk. Oh, Iron Man. That's a big Iron Man. Our Echo's in mid. They could do Mystique to the left. By skipping, we get an extra 6 on the board to enable an extra 9, so it's an extra 15. This may be where he gets us. Dinman. It's been a brutal, grueling match. He may get us here. Iron Man plays scary. Very scary. Beaten by our own deck, nonetheless. I haven't watched all of the other creators' versions. I know Binks, I know Dexter, and I know Cozy all did one on Negative Surfer. Wow, that is going heavy into the Starlight Citadel lane. If I'm them, we're looking to do Ironheart and Wolfsbane, right? Wolfsbane in the left is going to be 7. Brings them up to 19. I think we're fine. We'll do this. Wolfsbane and then Ironheart to the right. Makes the most sense. But going away from like that one trigger that can be detrimental over there, I think is going to be the key. We're in this, you guys. We're still in this. They're probably not happy about that, honestly. You know, we may Moon Girl the Echo. If we can wait that long, we may Moon Girl Echo. Jeff is big, but let's do Misty Knight. Next turn, Jeff. Okay, so the Bast and not the Zabu. Big. We don't have Cosmo here. Ooh. Vormir. Vormir is where they're going to do Mr. Negative, and I can't stop it right now, which is frustrating. But it's fine. We'll do armor. We're going to, whatever they wanted to get rid of, they're not going to get rid of. Brood? Yeah. We just need 2 more wins. Wow. Slowly but surely chipping back away at this. We Moon Girl double down this turn. Somewhere like here. 5, 6, 7. Next turn, we can do Echo, Echo, Cyclops, leaving us into a Hulk and a Hulk on the last couple of turns. It's not the, like, comfiest way we've ever done this. Not the worst either. The Wong in the left lane scares me a lot. Echo, Echo. We'll do Jeff into Vormir. Oh, wait. The game hasn't been extended. Ooh, maybe they'll do magic here. No such luck. All right, so the Mystique in mid is gone. Oof. I was thinking we'd have a turn 7 here. This is looking scary. Oh, that's a beautiful, couldn't have asked to top deck something better here. Oh. So if I'm them, we do Wolfsbane and Ironheart, or Wolfsbane, Ironheart, Silver Surfer, Ironheart, both in the left lane here. And so we should win the left lane regardless. And so then we just need to win 1 additional, right? I think we do this. Oh, they split it. Okay, they do 1 into Vormir, but we have the extra in the Cyclops in the mid. I think the left lane is what? The Silver Surfer, the Ironheart, and we are able to hold it down. Misty Knight, Jeff, Cyclops. We do have magic this time around, but we're really looking for Echo and Cosmo. Those are our big players here. Let's go ahead and do Jeff. We don't get any benefit from floating just yet, that we didn't have anything else on the board. Plus, we don't have Hulk in hand. The hub, okay. They didn't have anything for the first couple of turns. Morph could be an interesting gamble that I don't know if we're ready for. I don't know if we're ready to do it. Sunspot and Soak seems kind of nice. Maybe they magic one of these 2 locations for us. Yeah, beautiful. And so now we can do Cyclops over there. If they do Mr. Negative on 4, if we top deck a Cosmo, we have to gamble it into Danger Room. Like it's a necessity. It's a have to type of thing. All right, we'll do Cyclops. We're not going to Moon Girl because we are looking to get those key or important pieces. We're looking for Cosmo and Echo. Those are the 2 we want to draw into. They do get Mr. Negative, which is very scary because they have it on 4. They're going to get 3 turns to draw those inverted resources. So it's a lot harder to pinpoint exactly where we should drop our power. We're just going to soak here. Maybe we drop an armor. Maybe we save the armor to drop into Danger Room. We're going to do a full soak here. Maybe we do Morph plus She-Hulk on the next turn. Wow, they go very heavy into the hub already. Moon Girl, we have missed both of our key cards here. We're going to do Morph and She-Hulk. Come on, Morph. Do not fail us. Give us an inverted Iron Man for the win. I'll never talk crap about you again. It's not what we needed, Morph. That's not what we needed. Oh no. See it slipping up. Cosmo's beautiful here. We just hit him with one of these, right? Hit him with one of these. The Jeff into mid. That does take away 5. We absorb 5 back. I think we win this one. The last play of a very grueling match, all uphill from 1 bar to 10. We capture that left lane. Zabu comes down and it sticks into Danger Room, but that's fine. We have the 5-power Jeff. It does not matter. We go for the full clean sweep with the Cosmo top deck. Wow. If I'm Dinman, I am so mad right now. Dinman, very well played. It's not your fault. you had a lot of things that just went against you every single time. We're going to go ahead and end the video here. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a like and a comment down below. As always, this has been TLSG. Later, guys.